I wanted to bring you today to Finland actually. They have passed a very good law that actually blocks illegal immigrants from crossing from Russia. Can you believe this? They're actually closing the border. Insane. I mean, how could they possibly have done something like this? So I want to take you to this article over here. It's very good. Finland passes law to block migrants crossing from Russia. It's a short 2-minute read. It's nothing spectacular, really. Finland's parliament passed a law on Friday granting border guards the power to block asylum seekers crossing from Russia. After more than 1,300 people arrived in the country, forcing Helsinki the closest border. Helsinki being the capital of Finland. Finland has accused neighboring Russia of weaponizing migration by encouraging scores of migrants from countries such as Syria and Somalia to cross the border, an assertion the Kremlin denies. Now, it's really funny that they are saying that they are weaponizing migration. It has always been a weapon for destabilizing the West. These are bioweapons used by Russia because they know the effect that this will have. The people coming from Syria and Somalia, they are not going to actually help out in society. They are parasites that you bring into society to destabilize it. It's nothing more than that. People know this, but of course the Kremlin is going to deny it, and Finland is going to accuse them of that. But it is just to the public, they are going to deny it. Everyone knows what's happening in the background, but I guess anything goes, whatever. Does it really matter? No. Helsinki believes Moscow is promoting the crossings in retaliation for Finland joining NATO, which backs Ukraine against Russia's invasion. The right-wing government of Prime Minister Petteri Orpo has said the bill is vital to stop future arrivals, despite the law being at odds with Finland's international human rights commitments. This is a strong message to Russia, a strong message to our allies that Finland takes care of its own security. We take care of the security of the EU border, Orpo told a press conference after the vote. Okay, so I guess it's good that you protect your own border, but they have no idea just how bad it is at the EU border down south in the Mediterranean Sea. People are just flooding in from Spain and Italy. The little island of Lampedusa, I think it's called, with 3,500 native inhabitants or something. When they had 7,000 new arrivals just coming in. They have no idea how bad it is, I think. But sure, they take care of it. Only a small portion of the actual scale of it all, this mass migration that we have into the Europe. But okay, it's a good thing that you're doing your own part. If only countries in the EU could actually recognize that you are not doing everything that you should be doing. Or rather, they are not doing everything that they should be doing, sorry. More than 1,300 asylum seekers crossed from Russia since last summer, but there had been no new arrivals since March until Thursday. So no actual immigrants coming in since March. They should really look at Spain and Italy. They have border crossings, illegal border crossings, every single day. The Finnish border guard released a statement after the parliament vote saying one person had crossed the border illegally. Sorry, sleepy. Excuse me. On Thursday, and when caught by a border guard, applied for asylum. Finland shut its land borders with Russia late last year. Excuse me. Interior Minister Mari Ratanen told the press conference after the bill passed that no decision had been taken on when to reopen the border crossings with Russia. Finland's move is similar to steps taken in recent years in other European countries, including Poland, Lithuania, to make it more difficult for migrants to cross the border from Russia. Jesus. Excuse me, I'm very sleepy for some reason. From Russia and Russia ally Belarus. The Finnish bill was passed with 167 votes in favor, 33 against, and 1 abstain. To pass, the proposal needed a 2/3 majority of given votes in the 200-seat parliament. So they won with quite a margin. nothing that they shouldn't celebrate. This is definitely something to celebrate. Or urge migrants who were considering coming to Europe through Russia not to embark on a journey. Don't go with the smugglers, he told the news conference. Finland takes care of its borders, and access to borders orchestrated by Russia will not lead to access to Finland or Europe. Moscow has denied such an intention. The Russian embassy in Helsinki did not immediately reply to a request for comment. Alright, that's the entire article actually. It's quite short, but it really gets the point across that Finland, along with the EU, knows how to close the border. Incredible stuff. I have this article over here too. I think it's basically the same read as the other one, or the one before. But I have this tweet over here from Frank Jansson, I don't know who it is to be honest, but it really doesn't matter. But his opinion is what really actually matters here. The Finnish emergency law should never have been passed. It calls into question Finland's commitment to the rule of law. It also goes beyond all powers granted under EU law. We expect the Commission to rigorously scrutinize this legality. So he's questioning the legality of closing the border to illegal immigrants who are in a safe country before entering Finland. I don't think this guy really knows international law at this point, because if he actually knew the law, he would be very understanding that that Finland has no obligation to actually protect these people. If, for example, these people coming from Syria, Somalia, whichever, if they want to cross into a safe country, they have to stay there. They have no obligation or shouldn't leave for the next safest country. That if they're already in a safe country, they cannot. They're not supposed to do that. It's international law. But of course, he wants the nation flooded with illegal immigrants, so he's going to oppose this. I wanted to bring you to Peter Sweden over here because it's rather important. Huge news, he says. Finland has passed a new law to close the border. This is the border against Russia. Nothing more than that. If you want to fly in and apply for asylum, you can still do that. It's not going to have any real effect on it. But if you close the border to Russia, sure, it will have an effect, but it's not going to have this massive effect that you see, that you should be able to see. They're still going to accept applications coming from the illegal immigrants. It's just going to be harder for you. I think actually that's it. I don't think there's anything more to really talk about here. And I think I just leave it there. I'll see you in the next video.